And this is what I'm using for today's hashtag 4th Art Saturday. Take 5. Hey y'all, APGJ here. And like I said, we're doing a 4th Art Saturday video hop. Okay. And Meri Atelier challenged us, well, didn't challenge us. Our theme was to take 5, okay? Where we choose 5 items as our main elements in our creation. And I had so much fun with the paint chips I did back in December. I thought, well, let's just make a faux paint chip, because that might even be more fun or edge. So that's essentially what we're doing. Now, first I'm showing you how I print on deli paper. I've put double-sided tape all around a piece of cardstock, and I'm smoothing over the deli paper over that because you want it as smooth as possible. I ended up having a little ripples, but my printer handled it okay fine. All right, just so you know. Now, I also know about my printer ink, because I do have an inkjet. My printer ink, which is an Epson, not that it matters, but, well, I guess it does. Anyway, and I use Epson ink in it, does not run when I get it wet. It does not run with varnish or matte medium or any of that stuff, which is one of the reasons I appreciate the real Epson ink. So you may want to test your ink if you're going to try this, because if it smears, it's not going to make you very happy. Okay. So we're going to print out a little paint chip sentiment and faux stamp sentiments, because if I was going to show you how I was printing on deli paper, I might as well print out some more faux stamp sentiments. I say that, you know, it's a cost and a value and blah 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 stuff that you put on your faux stamps, because they're fun too, y'all. So that was just a piece of drop paper, and I liked the section that had the gold on it, so I'm using that, and we're going to make a faux stamp out of it. Right? We're going to use the faux stamp die cuts that my secret internet admirer sent to me back in December. Woo! I love them, and this is not my first time using them either, by the way. Just throwing that out there. So anyway, the items I chose for my 5 elements is faux paint chip, thread, paint in a series of whites, sort of, lace / fabric, even though I think I just use a trim and not actually a lace or a fiber. Well, it's fiber. Trim is a fiber. And the faux stamp as well, and me. We're going to use me, y'all. And this is something, speaking of me, this is something I would really like to see everyone in my various art communities use in the upcoming year. Okay? Well, the upcoming year. This year, 2022. Y'all, it's 2022. Can you believe it? Oh my gosh. How crazy. We're in the roaring 20s. Anyway, I would like to see each and every one of you use yourself more in your artwork, and especially in your own journals. I mean, come on. These journals and stuff, this stuff is about you. Okay? Not about me. It's about you. And those that come behind you are going to want to watch you look like. What that lady look like? I don't know what that lady looked like. She ain't put no pictures of herself in here. So let me see y'all start using y'all in your own stuff. Okay? Just throwing that out there. All right? So we've got our printed paper, and we're trimming it out. Now, yes, deli paper can be just a little persnickety to trim out. Okay? But you can do it. You can handle it. I know you can. So this is me. I posed and took my own selfie with, with the timer on my fancy little camera phone, okay? This was the pose that I thought was like maybe the better one, because and I pasted it into a Microsoft Word document, and within that program, software, app, whatever y'all want to call it, you can change the qualities of the photograph. And in this case, I changed it to, I believe, sepia tones. All right. And then I shrunk it down. You just grab a corner and scrooge it all in till it's basically the size you want. And printed me out on cardstock. And eventually we're going to cut me out. Cut me out. Don't you cut me out of your lives. Don't you do it, y'all. Anyway. So we're using just cardstock. Y'all know it's my favorite. And we're going to make our faux paint chip. And I am using a kind of a bigger one, because that's what I used back in December, and I thought made me happy. And we're going to make some little hole reinforcers, because I wanted to. That's why, because I wanted to. So we're going to put that on there. And at some point I'll cover up the one off the back, because I felt like I wanted my paint chip to be just a little more firmer. But we'll get there, right? We're going to get there. Oh, speaking of getting there, there is a list of ingredients in the description box below. Click on the phrase "show more" to see more information, including a link list to all my fellow 4th Art Saturday peeps, y'all. Okay? You're going to want to click on the first link in the description box, and that will take you to the next person in the hop. And from there, you'll do the same thing till you get all the way back to me, and then you have done the complete hop. And this was put together by the wonderful Meri Atelier. So what I've got there is some really thin washi tape, y'all. How thin is that? I don't know, 1/4 inch. I don't know what it is, y'all. I didn't measure it. Didn't matter. And I went around the outside because I want a white border, because essentially those paint chips, well, maybe they all don't have them, but, mine's going to. And I put a couple going across the middle there, so that's going to divide up my paint colors, okay? And my first paint color is actually shimmer. I forgot what I named them. I think it was shimmer, clear shimmer white, so yeah. And I can't believe I forgot. Well, we'll have to wait for the photo montage to see what we named each of our paint colors, because we don't have that kind of memory today, y'all. Oh my gosh. So we're painting it on. I did put a little gloss varnish in there because it happens to be on my desk. So I went ahead and squirted just a little bit in there, it's art glitter glue. It's glitter glue, y'all. Okay. So it's just, shimmery glitter glue. And I put a little gloss varnish in there just to, so it'd spread out just a little more butter. And now we're squirted some white acrylic, just regular craft acrylic paint. And we're putting just a little bitty dot of antique white on there, okay, and we're mixing that all up. Now, mind you, it was right on top of where the clear glitter stuff was, okay, so now we've painted on our second color. Now we're adding just another drop or two of the antique white into the white that we had previously mixed it. And then we're going to mix that in so that we've got a gradual shade change, okay, tint change, whatever it's called, and we're putting it on there, okay. Now, because it has some of that glitter in there, there is a very extreme tiny bit of texture, very extreme tiny, and I thought, well, that's kind of cool. So I wanted to pull my washi tape off before it stuck and got glued on there, because it's acrylic paint, y'all. So we're just peeling that back on itself, and we're being real careful not to, tear or peel up our little cardstocks, okay? Now we're going to set that aside to dry. Oh, no heat gun, y'all. Oh, then we set it aside to dry. And we had, heat embossed a snowflake on our little gold square thing, and now we cut it out with the die cut, because y'all probably saw that way back, and then we just inked around it with some coffee colored archival ink, which I'm not sure I put that in the description box, but there we go. And now I'm putting on the value of the stamp, whatever it is, because I don't remember what it is. We've already discussed that. And I also mentioned that this is a, faux stamp collection series. I don't know what it, we'll find out to photo montage. Now we got some glue, because I'm like, oh, my paint chip card doesn't feel sturdy enough to me. So we're gluing on another piece of cardstock. Now mind you, this is just scrap cardstock, because y'all see that. We use the cardstock that we put through the printer, and we had to trim off the double-sided tape so we can get our printed deli paper off of it, okay? So that's what we're using. And as you can see, it's pretty dry. The paint chip part is dry-ish, mostly. And because we just rollered over it, so it has to be dry, y'all. And then we're going to trim it out. Your best option is to let that dry before you trim it, because as you know, when paper, including cardstocks, get damp, sometimes it doesn't want to cut so smoothly. So do as I suggest and not as I do. And now we're going to put on our paint color names, which we printed out on deli paper, okay? And yeah, we have something smarty pantsies of sorts to glue on the side. Well, we're collaging. This is collaging, and I'm using matte medium, which is a fluid matte medium. And I just put some on there, and then I pick up my little deli paper on my wet brush and slide it across there, and just put a coat of the matte medium on top, and ta-da! We've got it collaged on there, and it's all nice and sweet and pretty. Fancy. Almost looks store-bought. So there's me. We already cut me out. We know we're on cardstock, okay? Because you don't want paper too hard to cut fiddly with the paper like that. And if you pose all up with your arms all in front of you and junk, you don't have to worry about trying to cut out little fingers and whatnot. So we inked around me, and now we're going to go ahead and ink around our paint chip, because we got the ink out, and we decided we're going to be fancy and just ink around it. And here's our thread. I have gold and silver and gold. Oh, sorry, wrong year. Wrong year. Wrong season. Well, not really, but could have been. So we're doing it out. I'm rolling it around 3 fingers, and then I'm going to pull it off and kind of smoosh it around in the middle and tie it in a knot, just one single knot, because this is inexpensive metallic-y type thread from the Dollar Tree, back when things were $1 from the Dollar Tree, okay? And so that keeps my little threads together, and it makes a nice little bundle. And I thought, we need to put some blush on these cheeks of this paper doll me, y'all. So I thought, well, if I'm going to do that, I better put some fluid matte mediums on me, so, I can wipe it off. That was not so successful, which you'll see momentarily. So we're letting me dry, and here's that trim that I said was lace / fabric, because it's really a trim, and it's a gold-like trim that has little pom-poms on it. That reminded me of snowballs, y'all. Remember, we're going with whites, with gold accent. So, yeah. Okay. So now we're blushing my little cheeks. And I'm afraid we did a little more blush than what was necessary, and now it's paper clown doll me. Paper doll clown me. Y'all. No wonder I'm standing with my arms crossed like, Anyway, you'll see in the close up. Well, maybe you can see on your screen. I can't see on my editing screen. I can't even realize. But during the photo montage, you'll be able to see more butter. Okay? And I was just going to use the faux stamping me, and then the dragonfly, which just happened to have been laying on the desk. And I thought, well, no, it just looks a little two-way empty. Two-way empty, you know. Make up your own little whatever add-on phrase. So I went through some ephemeras, and that was, I think I'm only using that one piece right there. So we're gluing everything on, and we're using Fabri-Fix to glue down the faux metallic thread. Well, it's metallic thread. I wouldn't say how good it is, but you know. So we're putting that on there. And we're going to put me on there. We're going to get to me. Oh, we got to do our dragonfly, of which I did cut the feet off because they just looked creepy to me. Now I got a dragonfly fixing to come out of my head. Wait till y'all see this. No wonder I have a clown face on and my arms all crossed out. So, anywho, there we go. We're getting it all together. We've got our trim on there. We're almost done. There's a lot of more minutes on my screen. Anyways, now we got our stamp on there. So we're featuring our stamp on a paint chip with me as a paper dog with thread and paint and fabric / lace, aka trim. And there was something on there, so I'm trying to scratch it off, and I wasn't very successful with that. But you know, it's like whatever, it's all okay. And now we're gonna put some diamonds because I thought it just needs something more. More is more. Sometimes more is too much, but in this case, I think it's perfect. Y'all, have fun with your art, okay? I mean it. I'm sorry all about that. And I was just going to put, you know, like 3 in a little corner, 3 in another corner, and then I thought, well, let's just haphazard these little diamonds and just dibble-dobble them everywhere. That's what we're doing. Don't forget to check out everybody's links. Be sure to like, share, comment on their videos. If you're not already subscribed, I would like to invite you at this time to subscribe to everybody because, you know, we fun people, y'all. Photo montage. So that was the color photo that I turned to sepia, as I'd previously mentioned. Paper doll me, y'all. My clown cheeks. Oh my goodness. I appreciate each and every one of you. I do. Kind comments, likes, subscribes, and shares. Thanks for watching, and happy art.